actually get to the right-hand side of the table. It's buried itself in the pocket. The jaws on these match tables are relatively sharp, so therefore you may be doing well to actually play to the left-hand side of the table. Looks like he's going to go for side cushion. Stroke of luck from Ronnie O'Sullivan's perspective. If he should get a lead from this, he's a bit under pace with this. Might have to have another go.
Foul, I'm going to miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4. It's back a bit further. Yeah. Okay. Ronnie, thank you.
So he'll try the same shot again, but he doesn't want to hit the red going. He wants to come off the top cushion. A bit narrow, this. Too narrow. He might leave a red here.
Foul, I miss. Ronnie O'Sullivan, 4.
Yes, Ronnie will have it put back. The red he's trying to hit, he wants to come off the 2 cushions, but he wants to hit it from the top cushion. If he hits it just off the 1 cushion, he could knock the red on into a potable position. And if he slides by it, as he did last time...
That red, can't you? Yeah, that's what I'm checking. Are you happy there with it? Yeah, if you got it in, that'll be for him to Ronnie, okay?
He's going to warn him.
There,
he can hit a red. Didn't think he could hit anything. So referee Brendan Moore has warned him, if you don't hit a red this time, I'll have to award the frame to Ronnie.
It's a tough one for the referee there. It must be obvious that that he can hit the red.
Yeah, he asked Ricky, and Ricky agreed. He said, you can hit that red, can't you, to the left of the pink? And he went, yes. So he said, well, I've got to warn you.
I think he was hoping Brendan hadn't spotted it.
Well, I hadn't spotted it. But if you've got to hit that red that's in the open, how do you get it safe? Can you risk playing off the 2 cushions again?
I think I'd play a fraction thicker, a bit wider if you can get past. But if you can hit the red, then he's more or less got to go for the red. You can sort of roll onto it, perhaps leave it in the...
I'm not 100% I'm going to get past that knuckle.
Well, that's why I asked with the first one, because that's the first thing that I looked at, if you could hit that one.
Yeah. I just don't want to play a full-on drop and then it go right, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Where does that leave me?
Before you played the first one, that's the first thing I looked at, and I was sure you could hit the centre of that.
Okay.
So if anything, it may be slightly forward. You couldn't hit these, but you could hit that one centre.
Yeah, I'd go slightly forward then.
Yeah, because you could definitely do it. That's the first thing I looked at.
OK, well, the referee said that the first time he definitely could get through to the red. Ricky's now not too certain. He thinks if he plays for that red, he could catch the knuckle, and it would go off to the right. So he's moved it slightly out. Well, as I say, how do you get safe off this? Well, it might be OK. He's not left anything easy.
That's a tough shot to get the cue ball out into open play. Beautifully played.
What? Couldn't have cued it better, could he? Could not have cued that any better. And Ricky will be there, sat there bemoaning his luck, really. It was only just the narrowest of gaps to get through.
Not an easy break-in prospect for Ronnie O'Sullivan. Red's a bit crowded. This is where I like watching Ronnie O'Sullivan play. He makes some, not saying it's guaranteed to happen, but you make some very difficult positions look very easy when it comes to clearing the balls, and you wonder why you can't do it yourself.
8.
Nicely past the blue.
Well, I wouldn't knock yourself too much, Steve. You've made a few unbelievable breaks in your time. You need a snooker brain, and Ronnie's certainly got one of those. And now there's a chance. Play this red to the left corner and play the black to the right corner.
30.
And all of a sudden, a chance of a sizable break.
14.
I think the red's going to, excuse me, I think the black's going to
21.
be potable.
22.
Perhaps a fraction easier than it first looked at the top of the table. But it still requires perfect touch.
29. 30.
Couldn't risk running out now. He's got a
37.
little bit of work to do with the cue ball here.
38.
And, well, it's not too bad. I think there's just a gap so he can get to the middle of the cue ball. Just.
$45.
And this is where Ronnie O'Sullivan can be so hurtful to his
46.
opponent. Ricky Walden would have known how difficult these balls were placed, or how easily it would have been to have come unstuck in this break. And so far, Ronnie O'Sullivan hasn't put a foot wrong. It's like a challenge to Ronnie
53.
O'Sullivan, I think. Yeah, it's like solving the problem.
Absolutely.
54.
And he's now landed perfect on the blue. He's got enough loose reds to clinch the frame. Of course, he got a few points in foul shots from Ricky. So although he's 67 points in front, there's still a possible 83 remaining.
59.
So he's looking for red colour red.
60.
And that looks to have gone a little bit awkward. I think he's going to be hampered by the red just to the right of the black. This black will put him 75 points in front with 75 remaining. Needs to slow up, and has done. Perfect. So just this red
67.
to leave his opponent needing 2 snookers. But more importantly, I feel for Ronnie.
68.
First time in the match when he's got in and made a frame-winning contribution at one visit. And now you'd be surprised if he didn't make the century.
75.
And remember, at the start of this match,
76.
his career century total is 773. That puts him 2 behind Stephen Hendry in the all-time record.
83. 84.
And just another little footnote, it's Stephen Hendry's birthday today. So what a time
91.
for Ronnie to equal or maybe pass. Oh, wow, I'm building it all up and Ronnie missed an easy red. But that won't be any satisfaction for Ricky Walden. Ronnie was a bit fortunate to snooker him as he did, but then what a superb break of 91 that was from the defending champion. He now leads by 4 frames to 1.